biggest game on the agenda for the Reggae Boys, that's right, as they try to prolong their stay in the Gold Cup. Standing in the way are already qualified Panama. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at Panama up against Jamaica in a battle to stay in for Steve McLaren's Reggae Boys. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button, subscribe for Blackburn Rovers, Gold Cup, World Football. We're going to all hear under one rooski. That's right, Reggae Boys need a bit of a miracle, to be honest with you, to stick around in this Gold Cup, because standing in the way are the current heavyweights, Panama. We'll get into a little bit in a second. Big shout out to the members and the patrons, you know who you are. But let's preview the game. It's a monster game for the Gold Cup, and also a game for Steve McLaren and Jamaica. That's right. So Panama, though, qualifies CONCACAF Nations League A quarter-finalists, secured the spot back on 18th of November 2024. They've been here 12 times in this Gold Cup rendition, 13 times in total. They were here back in 2023, where they were runners-up. They were also runners-up back in 2005 and 2013. They were ranked 33rd in the world according to FIFA. So basically, if we had a World Cup knockout stage of the best 32, these guys would just miss out. These were the nation that would just miss out. So 33rd best in the world according to FIFA. My expectation was quarterfinal spot. They are here. They're going to be there. And they're going to be calling upon these guys. Oscar Moquera there, Luis Milla at the back there, between the sticks. Amarillo, Jose Godoba, he's a black man. We got Eric Davis, Fidel Escobar. In the midfielder spots, we got Adam Coco Carecilla, Godoy there, Christian Martinez, Cesar Yanis, up top Ishmael Diaz, Eduardo Guerrero, amongst others. These are the lineup, though. We can see we got likes of Mosquera between the sticks, Gutierrez, Andrade, Harvey, Escobar, Murillo, Diaz, Godoy, Martinez, Rodriguez, and Herrero up top. Moving forward, this is the resume so far for Panama. Perfect record. Scored a whole buttload of goals as well. And sitting pretty with 6 points, have a possible 6. A draw could be enough, depending on if a draw between Guatemala and Guadalupe takes place. That's, of course, the gamble that Jamaica have to qualify. Technically, I might have said Panama are going to go through, but mathematically, they might not go through. We'd need maybe a Jamaica victory of convincing style, maybe a 2-0, and then a Guatemala victory of a significant factor as well. Probably 2 or 3-0. So, yes, I may have already pushed Panama through. And yes, a draw is enough for Panama to be top of the bins there. So, it's not over. So, we are expecting a fierce encounter here. But it's definitely more uphill of a struggle for these guys. That's right, Reggae Boys are into it. Coming at you, the preliminary round winners secure the spot back on the 25th of March 2025. They've been here 14 times in this current rendition, 16 times in total. They were here back in 2023. They were best positions ever, were runners-up back in 2015 and 2017. They are ranked 63rd according to the world of FIFA. My expectation was quarterfinal spot, but right now it is looking a mega challenge. Andre Blake likely between the sticks, though. Maximari Bell there, Damien Lowe, Mason Holgate, Ethan Pinnock as well. On paper, it's such a good team. Meanwhile, Leon Bailey, of course, Isaac Hayden, Casey Palmer, Brandon Cover into the attacking lines. They got Mikel Antonio, got Warner Brown, Damari Gray. But this is the lineup we're likely to see. Blake in between the sticks, Bell, Pinnock, King, Lebenska there, Latabourde, Gray, Atkinson, Russell, Bailey, and Brown up top. So coming into this, they did beat Jamaica 3-0 in the World Cup qualifiers. That means nothing in this. They then lost to the same nation 1-0 opening day. Picked up a result, though, against Guadalupe 2-1. And now they set themselves up for basically, they need a win. They need a win. I think a draw, you're pinning a lot of hopes on Guatemala not winning against Guadalupe. And I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. I think Guadalupe, you could probably say that's a win. So Jamaica need to win here. Otherwise, they're going to go home. And that will be a massive downgrade of the tournament. No disrespect to Guatemala, but realistically, you want the bigger nations here, and unfortunately, Jamaica just not delivering at the moment. Anyway, they're coming into this. The match will take place on the Q2 Stadium on the 25th of June. Panama under Thomas Christensen, 4 wins on the spin, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Top of the bins there. Up against Jamaica, 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 4. They played each other 12 times since 2004, 7 wins. Panama, 2 wins. Jamaica, 3 draws between the two sides. Panama on the back, but they got a big 3-0 win on their record against Jamaica. 17 goals scored in those 12 matches, 1.42 goals a game on average. Jamaica, though, have only got a 1-0 win on their record. They've got 8 goals scored against Panama, picking up a 0.67 goals a game ratio. You read this, you read one thing only, and that is a Panama victory. That's what the public vote is thinking. It is very early doors in the public vote, but they're backing Panama to win. The Reggae Boys at 43%. The draw is at 5. A draw doesn't do Jamaica any favours. It only guarantees Panama being top spot, because Panama are in top spot. Mathematically, they could end up being third spot if Jamaica and Guatemala win their respective games. Coming into this, the bookies have 6-5 for Panama, 90-10 is Jamaica, 12-5 is the draw. I am a bit of a purist at heart. I like traditional. I like underdogs, and I am a bit of a purist, a bit of a traditionalist, and I'm going to back the underdog like I do, or I try to do on occasion. So I'm going to back the Reggae Boys to get an epic 3-2 win. We might even see some limbs, might be some epic scenes here in the Gold Cup. So go 3-2 win, Reggae Boys. That will be enough to at least, I think, get themselves through. It all depends on goal difference, and it all depends on actually what goes on the Guatemala match against Guadalupe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as we look forward to the final group games of the Gold Cup. The knockouts just around the corner, but which one of these nations will be there? Or maybe both of them will be there. We'll take a little look, of course, when we return.